Alrighty then. Hello everybody. What is up? It is your girl Rue again from Spirit Reads on my Instagram. And today is a pretty interesting day, you guys. It is April the 22nd, 2020. And right now it's freaking 6:06 where I'm at, which is very interesting. And we are going to be talking about the energies surrounding April the 22nd, 2020, which is the equivalent to 444. I'm going to be doing the numerology on it. And I'm also going to be talking about this very, very interesting moon in Taurus that is going on. A lot of changes, honey. Okay? That's really all I got to say. It's a lot of changes going on. And it's like right now we got to buckle up or get left in the dust. Okay? Buckle up or you're going to get left trampled. Okay? So anyway, when it comes to the numerology of 4/22/2020, first we're going to start with the number 2. What does the number 2 mean? Because that's the basis of the 4, So the number 2 is basically about courage, faith, understanding that the divine has us no matter what is going on. And also it has to do with divine timing. Understanding that everything happens in its own divine timing, even if you're going through a very, shitty time. It's happening for a reason, and the divine got you. You just got to understand that it's the divine time, okay? So then we have the number 444 here. So really, when I think about, let me get back to that. When I think about the number 4, the 4 has to really do with, like archangels and abundance and understanding that you are going to be abundant no matter what. Really, when I see the number 4, I think about abundance and the angels guiding me towards abundance, whether it's mentally, financially, spiritually, whatever it may be. It's about leading me to abundance. So when we get to the number 444, 444 has to do with the archangels as well as all the elements, air, fire, earth, water. And it has to do with the divine having you. So the basis of 444 is that 2. And the 2 has to do with divine timing. And 444 has to do with understanding your divine purpose and understanding that you are now in your divine purpose and you need to keep living in or not even that you're in your divine purpose. You need to work towards getting to your divine purpose, because the universe is going to push you at this moment, okay? The time that we're in right now, for the past few days, like even just this whole week, moving on to like Saturday and Sunday, the divine is going to be pushing us to our life purpose, to our soul purpose, okay? Even if it takes freaking hell and high water to get us there, we're going to get there. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there if we are able to put in the hard work, okay? You're not just going to... The thing I think and Spirit wants me to tell people is you have to work hard to get to where the F you want to go. It's not just going to be given to you. Yes, some people get given stuff, or Instagram or the internet might just seem like everybody got money and everybody doing good. And you're like, well, why am I here, on this earth toiling away, just trying to get, to my life purpose and find, financial freedom and find my perfect job or find the perfect man or woman. And it's just so hard for me. Why is it so easy for everybody else to find happiness? And why is it so easy for everybody else to find abundance? The thing that you got to understand is slow and steady wins the race when it comes to doing things that are, a part of your divine purpose. Hey, girl. So basically 444 is about the archangels and the divine basically telling you that they got you no matter what you're going through, whatever you may be feeling, no matter how down you are. You're in that moment for a reason. You're learning a lesson. Just learn the freaking lesson, okay? And keep it pushing. Trust me, I know it's hard, but that's what's going on with this 444 energy. Now also, it's a Taurus new moon. So the energy around this Taurus new moon, and it's so interesting because, we're talking about 444 and it's talking about the divine, having us and the divine pushing us to our divine purpose and our soul purpose. and they know that we've been struggling and things like that. But what the Taurus new moon has to do with, which, comes into a new moon at 10:25, it's about planting the seeds to get to where we want to go. And like I said before, slow and steady wins the race. We just planting the seeds, honey, okay? We haven't got to the part where they're watered, the sun comes in, and it grows. We are starting at the baseline. We're starting from square one, okay? And has there been any of you guys out there for the past couple of weeks where some really crazy shit has been happening and you're like, why in the heck is this happening? This is not something I expected to happen, but it's an event that has caused you to rethink your purpose, or to rethink your mindset, or to, rethink how you are as a person. This is a time for us where the divine is basically allowing things to happen. Just look at what's going on in the world. The divine is allowing things to happen right now to change our perspectives on things, to make us challenge our perspectives, to make us challenge our paths right now. Period. We're being challenged. This is a challenge time. This ain't no easy time for us to just be sitting back, looking crazy in the face. No, this is a time where the divine is challenging us to be our best, not even just best, but our most authentic self. The word of the day for 444 in this Taurus new moon is authenticity. Being authentic, not just living a good life, having money, fame, fortune. I was gonna say something inappropriate. Let me be quiet. But a nice looking man or woman. Life, that's a good life. It sounds good, right? But is it you? Are you being authentic in what you're doing, or are you just doing it because you see other people doing it? Or are you just doing it because it's what your mama and daddy want you to have? Moral of the story here, 444, Taurus new moon. Are we just doing things because other people want us to do it? Are we going to keep living our lives the way that other people want us to? And being miserable, pretending that we're happy, but on the inside we're miserable because we're not living in the truth that we're supposed to be living in. So you know what the divine is going to do? It's going to say, she is pretty comfortable right now, and she is doing, what her mama and daddy want her to do, but she ain't doing what I want her to do. The divine is guiding you right now to fulfill your divine purpose, no matter how far away you are from it. Because I'm going to tell you, with this 4-4 energy that's going on right now, with this Taurus new moon energy, the divine is going to make things happen. Just like I was saying last week with the Tower card. The divine is going to make things happen in your life that is going to completely shift your perspective on your whole entire existence, and completely shift your perspective on what your career path is, completely shift your perspective on what type of relationship you want. We're going back to 444, we're going back to the drawing board. Taurus new moon, we're coming back to the drawing board, okay? I mean, that's just it. No matter how hard you may have worked on something, or maybe your lifelong dream was something, or maybe since a child, your mama and daddy has been telling you to do a certain thing because that's what everybody do in the family. They want you to go get a bachelor's degree because, you have to have a 3.5 GPA, and you have to be all A student, and you got to go to an Ivy League school. But is that making you happy? Are you going to be happy on the day that you die and say, hey, I lived the life I authentically wanted to live? Or are you going to be on your deathbed and saying, hey, I lived the life that my mommy and daddy wanted me to live, or I lived the life that, my friends wanted me to live? No. Today on 444, you guys, and I'm going to just tell y'all, this is when I'm going to get into my crystals. Clear quartz freaking crystal. Don't mind my fingernails, okay? It's quarantine. But a clear freaking quartz crystal. Take a piece of paper, really go into a deep meditative state, or go into some sort of meditation or a quiet place where you can talk to spirit. Take your clear quartz crystal or some sort of quartz crystal or selenite, but preferably a quartz crystal. Write down that intention that you want to happen and that seed that you want to plant moving forward, and tie it to the bottom of this. Period. No, I'm sorry, not the bottom. Tie it to the top of it. Okay, that is a way to manifest what you want. Belief in it. Okay, number one, you got to believe, but number two is putting that intention out there with this quartz crystal. Okay, so more of the story here before I get into my card, sweetie, is 444 in this Taurus new moon is the divine letting us know that they got us no matter what crazy shit we're going through. Okay, it is divinely timed. We're not just going through it out of willy-nilly. We're not just having our minds, our whole entire life, style questioned by ourselves for nothing. Okay, it's a reason for it, because we need to change our perspective on what the hell we want to do and make sure that it aligns with our soul purpose, not just aligns with what other people want us to freaking do, or what the media wants us to do, or what your mama and daddy wants you to do. Point blank to the period. We need to be our authentic selves. Okay, so I've spilled enough. Let me go ahead and take a sip of this little kombucha. Does anybody drink kombucha? This stuff is really good and good for you. I'm going to pull some cards, and I'm going to see what we got going on here. What is the collective energy for us for 444? I mean, is anybody out there feeling the effects of 444? Do you feel any like you've been having to reevaluate your life, your career path, your relationships, just your religious beliefs? Is anybody out there like in a reevaluating stage? I've been seeing it. Yeah. There's a reason for it. So let's see what we got. All right, let's get it. 4 of Wands. Accomplishment. Okay? 3 of Swords. Woo! I already got a message, honey, okay? 3 of Wands, sweetie. Look, hold up. Let me pull the rest of the cards before I go in. 8 of Pentacles. We got the 10 of Cups. Look at this. And then we got the Star here, okay? Theme card is what? Justice. Okay? Whew. We can be successful. We can accomplish what we really want to accomplish. And I'm not talking about the accomplishments that other people want us to accomplish. I'm talking about the accomplishments that when you really sit down with yourself and say, hey, what do I really want to do? But for some reason, society or the way you were brought up has made you feel like, you couldn't do it. You need to let all those thoughts go, those negative thoughts, those self-depreciating thoughts go, because we can achieve what we want to achieve. It is our duty on this earth to achieve what our soul purpose freaking is, okay? But the thing that is really crossing us is other people's thoughts, okay? We gotta let go. You gotta let go of other people's thoughts to really live in what your soul purpose is. Are you still worried about how people are going to view you if you start being your authentic self? Okay? Are you afraid? Are you afraid that somebody's going to think that you're weird? Are you afraid that somebody's going to judge you? That's why you don't want to be your authentic self? We got to let go of other people's thoughts about us. Other people's, ways of thinking. This is not a time for us, especially if you're like a light worker or somebody who was like divinely called to have some sort of service to humanity. This ain't a time for us to conform. If you're a light worker out there, or you have some sort of connection to the extreme connection to the divine, you're going to feel very, very uncomfortable these next couple of days during this Taurus new moon, especially today with this 444, because the divine is literally going to turn your freaking world upside down to the point where you're like, oh my gosh, I have nothing left, but yet I still want to, do something different. Or I've lost everything, but I know I can still keep going because the divine got me. You got to let that go. You really got to let go of how other people view you and how other people want you to live your life, because your life going to be miserable. I'm telling you, And it's saying that if you let that go with this Three of Wands, you can move on. These Wands card right here are saying that you can not only, move on to what your sole purpose is, you can actually have success in it. Period. I doubt myself at times. Am I really born to serve? I've been seeing 10-10. Yes. I mean, if you are doubting you're a lot of people who are doubters are people who really are called by the divine, because it's like you have to go through that doubting moment in order to get to the sunlight. There's a reason why you're doubting yourself. And that's really interesting you said that. Like, this makes me think of this Three of Swords, about maybe you're doubting yourself because you feel like you're supposed to be in a certain place right now and you're not. You see other people there, but you're not there. So you're overthinking it. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Other people are there and I'm not. Why am I not there? Okay? It's because you're worried about what other people is doing. You're not worried about yourself. Worry about your freaking self. Worry about what you want to do with your life. Because I'm telling you right now, Divine's telling me to tell you, if you worry about the craft that you want to achieve, and this is about crafts, this is about, a lot of this has to do with our career paths. I'm just going to keep it straight up, all right? A lot of this is about our career paths, and are we really on the career path that is going to bring us joy at the end of the day, okay? A lot of us don't want to go into our crafts as our career paths, or, do what our hearts want to do career-wise, because we're afraid that it won't make us money. And we might look crazy doing it, and we might fail. But the thing about it with this Taurus new moon and 444 is, okay, you want to do this craft? The divine is literally saying, all right, I got a portal open right here to freaking help you manifest what the F you want to manifest right now, period. Especially if that craft or that career is something that's going to serve people and help people. There's a portal open right now, sweetie. I'm just telling y'all right now, there is a opening right now between spirit and humanity that is like, look, we are willing to help you. But you first, like it said for the Taurus new moon, you first have to plant the seeds. You first have to make a plan about what you want to do. Make that plan, put in that work, and we got the rest for you, point blank, period. But they gonna help you out. Spirit's gonna help you out. But do you have a plan? Or are you just sitting there like, all right, Spirit, let it fall out the sky, all right? I want to be a movie star, so just bring it to me, all right? I'm going to just sit here on the couch and eat chips. No, you got to put in that work, and you have to have a plan, okay? So three things that we have to do. You got to have a plan, okay? You got to work at it, okay? And you have to believe. That's the main factor. Faith without works is dead. You have to believe in it and keep positive, okay? The divine is going to test you, okay? The first couple of days when you start out on this new journey and this new path, maybe it's a new career choice, quit your job and it's a new career choice, or you're starting this new path of positivity, or any type of new path you're on, okay? It's easy to start out and say, oh yeah, I'm on this new path. Woo, I talked to the divine the other night and I'm ready and ripping and ready to go. Woohoo. No. You know what the divine's going to do? Oh, okay. She said that she's ready to be more positive, or, oh, okay, she's saying that she's ready to do this. Okay, well, let me throw a little wrench in it real quick to see if she's really about it. Or let me throw a little wrench in it to see, will she remain faithful to me? Will she still believe when things go a little haywire? Just a little bit. Or are you going to automatically doubt yourself? Oh, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have did it. I knew I should have stayed at that job. I knew I should have stayed with that man or woman. I knew I shouldn't have did it. I knew following my heart was BS. I should have just played it by the book. Then it's going to be taken away from you. So the main objective here from what I'm seeing here is you can achieve. And then we got the 10 of freaking cups here. And then we got the freaking star here. Okay, I'm saying? We got the 4 of wands. We got the 8 of pentacles. Moral of this story here is that for us to plant the seeds of what we want to do in the future moving forward, if we do that right now, we are going to achieve greatness. But while while we're working towards achieving that greatness, we really cannot allow other people's thoughts about what the heck we're doing to influence us. We cannot allow it. That is the thing I see here. A lot of us right here that are listening to this message are really harshly influenced by other people's thoughts. Is anybody in this chat right now, or anybody watching this YouTube video when I upload it, too influenced by other people's opinions and thoughts? Really think about it. Are you? That is what is holding us back here. We are afraid to break the status quo. We are afraid to deviate from social norms. Why? It's because it's been beating into us from freaking birth that we need to comply. We need to be socially acceptable. We need to freaking follow the path that our freaking parents want us to follow. And this another thing, a specific message that I'm getting for some of y'all out there is that growing up, your parents wanted you to follow the straight and narrow path. Okay, we're going to school, after school, college. After that, maybe the master's. After that, don't have no babies in between. After that, get married to a 6-figure guy or a 6-figure woman. Get married, live happily ever after, have 5 kids, all y'all dressed the same. You know what I'm saying? We have been told for so long by our parents to live a certain way. We're so freaking effed up in the head by that we are willing to sacrifice our confidence. We are willing to sacrifice our happiness just to appease another person's happiness or just to appease another person's view of us. We don't want to be viewed as different. We don't want to be viewed as not socially acceptable. And we really beat ourselves up about it if we start moving in the path of how we want to live the remainder of our lives. And like I said in the beginning of this, do we want to die? Okay, I know I bring up death a lot, but it brings things into perspective. Do we want to die on our deathbed saying, darn, I'm so glad I lived the life that my mama wanted me to live and I didn't live the life I wanted. Woohoo, yay, I did it, yeah. Yay, I lived the life that my grandma wanted me to live. Woo, I never got to do anything I wanted to do. I never got to color my hair pink. I never got to quit that job I hated and pursue my passion. I never got to do anything I wanted to do. I never got to freaking, I'm not telling y'all to quit school, but I never got to quit school and follow my dreams because that would have made me not socially acceptable. Yay, I'm dead now. Woohoo, go socially acceptable. No, like I said, this is a time for us to work on the crafts that we want. Or not even just crafts, work on the path that we want to take for the remainder of our lives. What paths do you want to take? And this is from Spirit now. I got to stop. What paths do we want to take for the remainder of our lives here on earth? Because it ain't the, Spirit wants me to say it, I ain't saying it. Because it ain't the path we're on now. Okay? Spirit said that. I think I'm doing pretty decent, but Spirit's saying a lot of us are not on the path that we are supposed to be on. And Spirit's about to take that rug up up under us and say, look here, sweetie, this ain't working. This ain't working. You're not fulfilling your soul purpose. I need you to fulfill your soul purpose so you can be a shining light to others, and then they can fulfill their soul purpose. And then it's an effect, especially in the day and times that we're living in right now. And you have and Spirit saying you got the audacity to not live in your life's purpose. We're going to live in it one way or another, okay? So, all right, let me see. Got a degree, and I'm not happy, but I love cleaning baths. What's that? You got to tell me what that is. Yes, you're not happy because it's not fulfilling your soul purpose, okay? That it's not fulfilling your soul purpose. That's what it is. And another thing, when I got this theme card, which is the Justice card, okay, this is justice, and this is a positive. This is justice for us that have been toiling away. We've been trying to stay positive. We've been trying to do the right thing, but we feel like we just keep getting shitted on by people who don't even give a fuck about their morality or their spirituality. And we're seeing people out there who have no morality, no freaking spirituality out there, and they're just accomplishing all of their goals. They're getting millions of dollars. They have, they're married and blah 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 blah. They look so beautiful, blah 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 blah. But we're over here just trying to make it. We're being kind to people. We're being, good. We're just trying. We're praying. We're meditating. We're trying to do the right thing, but we just feel so freaking stuck. And we're just like, why in the F do I feel like this when I'm trying to do the right thing? And there's people out there that don't even care about their life. They don't even care about their spirituality. They don't even care about being a good person. And they're fulfilling their dreams. Okay? It's because I don't want to put people down, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to put people down that are successful. But that's just not your path, period. And that's what 444 is about. You need to be on your divine path. And once you start being on your divine path, that's when things are going to start soaring for you. But first, you have to understand that slow and steady wins the race. Period. Slow and steady wins the race. It ain't going to be a 0 to 60, sweetie. It's going to take some time. So like I said, with this Taurus new moon today, or during this Taurus new moon time, make sure to plant the seeds of what you want to do for the remainder of your life, what you want to do as your freaking soul purpose. Okay? You got to. Or it's not going to work. You're going to keep feeling sad. You're going to keep feeling miserable. You're going to keep feeling stuck. You're going to keep feeling like you're a people pleaser and you're not, pleasing yourself. You're going to keep feeling down. You're going to keep feeling depressed because you're not living the life you authentically want to live. Point blank to the period. Let other people's thoughts go. And I was talking to my friend, her name is Rainbow Goddess. She has a YouTube channel. Y'all should check her out. I was talking to her and she was talking about how, this is a really good time for us to cover our heads because we are really susceptible to other people's thoughts right now. Yes, period. Everybody is destined for greatness. People just got to understand the plan is different for everyone, and it really is. The plan may be you get, successful at the age of 50. You might get successful at the age of 16, 25, 34. Not everybody's path is the same. Stop comparing yourself to other people. I don't know who need to hear that, but I keep getting the message from Spirit that we got to stop comparing ourselves to others. It's really affecting our success. It doesn't matter what other people think of you. I'm just telling you that right now. And I struggle with that too. So I ain't just, trying to talk down on people. But I'm saying, once we let go of other people's thoughts about us and how other people want us to live our lives, it's going to feel like a breath of fresh air. Once we start saying, hey, no matter what, I'm going to live in my soul purpose. I'm going to start it and I'm going to be resilient and I'm going to be positive about it. Watch how your freaking life changes. Take a risk. Take a risk. And that's another thing Spirit's telling me to say. Take the risk. Take the leap of faith. You have to take the leap of faith right now. Okay? You have to take a leap of faith in what your soul purpose is, what feels good to you. And for a lot of us, like I was saying, it's about our career paths. Like with this 8 of freaking Pentacles, it's about our, how we want our family lives to look, how we want our house to look, how we want our finances to look, how we want our achievement to look. Right now is a time where we're not going to be able to fulfill this the way that we want to fulfill it if we keep listening to other people's opinion of us. And you know what Divine wants me to say right now too? And this is hard. I got to say this is hard, y'all. Okay. The divine wants me to say that we're so worried about what other people on earth's opinion is of us. We ain't worried about the opinion of the divine. How does that look? How are we not worried about the opinion of the divine, the one that freaking created us, the one that, holds this freaking earth and solar system in their freaking hands? Okay? And we worried over here about freaking Bonquisha down the street. That man is cheating on her. And it's sad because he's cheating on her, so she takes it on other people. I mean, I'm just making up stuff at this point, this person, you know what I'm saying? But I'm saying we're over here worried about what other people who have issues too, think about us. And we are not, right? We are not focused on what the divine wants for us. Okay? That's dumb. And I'm saying that to myself. That's freaking dumb. Worried about other people. So more of the story here, you guys, is we can achieve greatness. We can achieve what we want to achieve. We can achieve what our heart's desire is, as long as it is in, alignment with the divine and helping people out, or moving the consciousness up, or moving or elevating our, vibration. The divine is going to help us out, and the divine is going to help us get there, and we can be successful in it. From what I see with these cards, we can be successful in it. But first, we have to make a plan. We have to, sow the seeds. We got to scrap all that other bullshit. Those other thoughts that we can't do it and other people's thoughts of us. We got to scrap that. We got to make a plan. We got to push through. We got to do the work. Okay, we got to do the freaking work. Stay positive, and then the divine will come in and swoop and do the freaking rest. Watch what I freaking say. Keep your vibration elevated. Keep your thoughts positive about what you're doing. It might take a year, it might take 2 years, it might take a month, it might take 6 months. It just depends, okay? But I'm saying you can get there. And another story is, fuck what other people got to say. Point blank to the period. So anyway, does anybody have any questions, honey? Okay. I'm going to do a little reading if anybody has any questions. But before the questions, I guess I'll pull another card from this deck right here, just to see if I can have a clarifying card. Clarifying card. Peace. I felt that one. And then we got soul healing. You know how peaceful and how... I'll just leave it at... And how healing... Do you know how healing and how peaceful it is to do what the F you want to do with your life? And really move in your divine purpose? Do you know how peaceful that is? Do you know how healing that is to the soul, to let go of, how other people feel about you, or let go of all the negative thoughts you have about yourself? Do you know how peaceful that is and how soul freaking healing that is? That is, it's time for us to heal from the past, period, especially negative things. So anyways, you guys, does anybody have any questions? If nobody got no questions, I'm about to get up out of here and upload this video to YouTube. So if you missed anything in this live, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and make it a video. I'm not going to save it on here. Please check out my YouTube, y'all, as Spirit Reads, honey. It's spelled just the same way as it is on here. And also, please support your girl with the freaking reading. Click that freaking book button, honey, or hit me up in the DM and I'll get you right with the freaking reading, y'all. So anyways, you guys, I think I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. If you would like a reading or something like that, like I said, hit me up with that book button or hit me up in my DM. And I'm going to talk to y'all later. Bye. Stop caring about what other people think. Please, I beg you.